Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So glad you're here. If you haven't already, please subscribe and also smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. Here we go. Well, hello. Look what I'm showing you. I never did show you this. This is to scare off unwanted guests. And it works. I've had a few UPS or FedEx drivers like, what? You don't notice it as much during the day? But you do, but not as much. But at nighttime when it's lit up, I took one of them old Halloween masks that I'd gotten when we did those Halloween videos, and I stuck it on my light, and he's looking out the window, and I've had him up there since Halloween, and he's pretty cool at night. But yeah, if you want to keep unwanted people out of your yard or anything like that, get you a clown mask, put a lamp in the window, and there you go. That was my handy dandy tip for the day. I hope you got something out of that. I'm such a goober. But I wanted to let you guys know that I've got a haul. I've been going through stuff like crazy, trying to get rid of things because you know, the whole hoarding thing, you know. You don't think you are, but you are, you know, you are, because you just are. You love things, and you just keep getting more and more things. And you're like, well, I like that. I want to keep that. And then, yeah, and then it turns into, you know, a mountain of things. So I really, really, really did a great job. I mean, I'm so proud of myself. It's just not even funny. But I'm going to do a haul, and I'm also going to give you an update on my memo board that we did in the hallway, because I've added a lot of stuff to it, and then I redid my my mantle, you know, the one that I kept decorating over and over again for the holidays. I redid it, and I was just going to give you an update on that too. That'll be after the haul, so if you don't want to watch that decorative portion of my video, then after I do the haul, you can tune out. So, let's get started. I'm going to do this first because I've got this lamp on here. I've got 3 of these. I've had them in the past, or had one in the past, I should say. And this is new old stock. It says Peekaboo. And it says, hold to the light. And as you can see here, it's a baby. And it's like, I don't know, some kind of almost like tissue paper, I guess. But I guess it looks like, they're making it look like it's supposed to be asleep. I'm assuming the baby's asleep. But to me, it just looks a little creepy. It looks like the baby has no eyeballs, if you ask me. But if you hold it to the light, there's the eyes. Isn't that crazy? But these are antique. Says right here, it's for Melon's Food for Infants and Invalids. And then some more information on the back here. But I have I have 3 of these, and I dropped the price on them because I got a pretty good deal. So there's 3 of them in the shop. These are definitely unusual. And then I've got more ephemera. I've got these I put in the shop too. These are really cute. They've kind of got a I don't know, a brassy gold tone to them. But she's sitting on a mushroom with the frog. And this one looks like it's riding either a grasshopper or a cricket. And this one is fishing, and there's a frog in there. What do we got going on here? Not sure, but there's sitting in a tree. Looks like we got, oh, she's got a bellows to keep the candle lit. And here we have another cricket or grasshopper. And I don't know if I skipped one or not. Yes, I did skip one. This one looks like they're reading a book to a few birds. Again, in a tree. I don't know where they come up with this weird imagery, but E.T. Benson and Co. Tiskawalla, or Tiskawa, Illinois. I don't know. A full word. Never heard of it. If you're from that area, let me know how to pronounce it. Anyways, those are in the shop. And let's see. I have this triptych. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It opens up here. And we have Mother Mary and Jesus. Isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. Look at all that bling. This would be gorgeous sitting on a shelf with, you know, a few crucifixes. But yeah, this is an oldie. Look at the back of this. And then, I'm going to have to move this out of the way. We have an assortment of laboratory equipment. If you have a little Jekyll or Hyde in you. We have all of these beakers, and this right here, this guy, it looks like it's chipped on the bottom. Right here. Look closely. But I'm selling it as a grouping. And this one right here is, I think I measure. I think it's like 18 inches tall. So it's a nice assortment. I guess it would probably be good for Halloween, maybe. Something like that. But I like to use, I've got a few of them that I've got set aside. And I put fresh flowers. Yeah, that's my kind of vase, guys. Okay, sorry, but I think it's cool. Something like this, you know, and you have your flowers in it. That's just not your average everyday flower vase. And so, of course, that's why I like it. But yeah, those are sold as a grouping. I've got them in my shop too. And the elephant in the room back there, a head. Yeah, that's a mannequin head, child size. We'll get to that here in just a second, but I'm going to get these glass out of here, these glass bottles out of here, because they're taking up my whole disc. Okay. This guy or gal, kind of unsure as to what sex we have here. Don't know. But, here, let me get the hat off of you. It's been through a little something. It's an oldie, and it's got all kinds of what I call character. Look at that. Look at all of that. Very top of the head, which I covered with the hat, is something that I would do if I displayed it myself. I honestly tried to put this under a glass cloche on the shelf, and yeah, my husband's looked at me kind of cross-eyed, like side-eye, you know, like, okay, I put up with a lot with you, with your weird stuff that you got around the house, but I will not put up with that. So anyways, this apparently is, I don't know if it was broken off of a full body or what. Don't know. But I can't tell either. This is kind of like a foam in here. And I guess this is the composition. I guess. I don't know. But we've got some spider, you know, all the little crackly crazing and all that kind of good stuff going on. This side's really... And even in this condition, they're not cheap. But a lot cheaper than what you would normally have to pay for something like this. But I've got this one listed in the shop, and if you're like me, you find stuff like that just absolutely fantastic. I love using stuff like that in weird places. You know, like if you have an old top hat or some kind of other hat that you'd like to display, or even like I did, you have a Halloween party hat. It's awesome. Okay, moving on. I've got a lot of stuff to cover here. We have this. This is a German clown. It's got a lot of wear, I guess, to the paint, which gives it kind of almost a pinkish color. The back is not painted at all. And there is a repair on here, I think. But I have a really hard... Here it is. Right there. But it's not focusing on it. There you go. See there? It goes all the way up the side. And it says Germany on it. But it's a cute little side eye. And then we have this guy right here. It's a Dapper Duck. I'm assuming it's probably made in Japan. And he does have, you know, his share of paintwear also. What do we have here? Yes, made in Japan. But he reminds me of those penny dolls, but on a, you know, double that size scale. As far as, you know, what he's made of and how he's painted. So... Then we have this piece, which this would have been like a pillbox. And if I can open it. The eye that was in it was an old portrait eye, and I just it didn't do it justice. Until I just recently acquired some old pictures and was able to get an eye that really does this justice. This is an old optometrist lens in there. It's really thick glass, and you know, it magnifies the eye, makes the eye look bigger in here. But I've got mine in my cabinet of curiosities kind of propped up like this in there, and I didn't need two of them, so I got this one listed. But it's just a cool odd piece. Then we have this, which, this is a vintage frame, and this is an old anatomy plate from a book that was in really trash condition. So I salvaged some eyes and framed them. And then we have this, which I'm parting with. This is an old vintage frame too, probably Italian. And this is... hand painted. You would call it a lover's eye, but this eye kind of looks like it's a little scared, like maybe it's seen a ghost or something. Then, let's see, what else do I have here? Let's put you guys back in here with Mr. Clowny. This, I am confused by. It's definitely copper. It says Cosmocrete, I Commons. I don't know if that means Industrial Commons, Hamilton, Ohio. I was told that this plate was probably in brick. Whether it was in a brick sidewalk or in the side of a brick building, I'm not sure. But I love industrial things like this too. So this is something that I picked up. It's a neat piece. It's a heavy piece. This right here in one of those frames that I found at antique shop in Rushville, Indiana. I took and enlarged a photo. It's very grainy, but I added a little bit of tissue paper and embellished her tutu. Why I did that, I'm not sure, but I think it's kind of cute. So I listed this in the shop too. And if it's something that you guys like or you think is kind of cool, I mean, I can make more of those. I mean, I'm going to have to try to search for some old, you know, some more old frames. But I just think it's cute imagery. And more ephemera. We have this little dapper baby. He's a Cody. I'm a good catch. Won't some nice girl throw herself at me? I don't know. But this says, what's the postmark? 1921. Got that one. And then we have a little Dapper Duck. He's got a basket of flowers. And it's a Happy Easter card. This one is not postmarked. So I'm not sure of the age on this one. And I have another piece. Oops. She lost her hat. This right here. It's one of those metal frames. It's a vintage frame. But it's kind of got like a whitewash on it. I don't know if you can see that. But it's a Sacred Heart flaming with an eyeball that's been printed over top of a book page. So it's 8 by 10 and it's a cool piece. Then I had a box of these, which I think there's 20 of them in here. But it's for like embroidery or something like that. It's a whole box of them. And it's like a, you know, dark chocolatey, kind of a chocolatey brown. And I think I'm going to have to get up and grab a few other things. This book is awesome. It's from the 70s. Cut and make antique jumping jacks. And if you know me, you know I love this kind of stuff. It's in great condition. It's never, you know, nobody's used anything out of it. So you just cut out these, and I guess you could use like a little, I don't know what you call it, those things, like a rivet type thing. That you would put in there to where the arms and legs are movable. But this is like the antique that I've got listed in the shop. It's the same guy. Except, of course, this is a repop. But there's a bunch of them in there. Isn't that neat? I just thought that was awesome. And, well, we've got some more... I've got some oddities here. This right here is not an oddity, but this is new old stock. It still has the tag. It's from Germany. And then we have two of these with the daisies on them that are kind of sheer, but they're kind of an off-white, like a cream color. And I've got them all three listed together. And then we have these fun little fellas, which are vintage. And they're keychains. There's 3 of them. They have the little skellies in there. We have an old vial of chipmunk bones. That would be awesome in a cabinet of curiosities for sure. I think this is an old laboratory vial. It's vintage. It's not an antique because it has a plastic stopper. You know, it looks more modern. And then we have a bag of bones. This is feline. Another little tip of the day. We'll get 2 tips of the day. If you have an old gutter guard laying around, or, you know, your parents have an old gutter guard laying around, anything like that, that makes a nice skirt. What do you think? I don't know why when I seen this gutter guard, I thought that would make an awesome skirt for my doll. So that's what I did. I did that. I just took a little piece of wire in the back and kind of weaved it on there. And yeah, there's a little glue residue here, but ooh, there's a little glue residue, but just because I tried the hot glue first, and then that didn't work, so then I ended up with using the wire, the piece of wire, and that worked perfectly. I always try to use hot glue on everything. It's like my go-to. Okay, and actually I did list this already, and it got snapped up the same day. I found another one of these guys. Missing the pin cushion again, but yeah, somebody already snatched this this old Japan pin cushion. I have this fella here. I've had him for a few years. He's one of the large ones, which are really hard to get your hands on. The only thing wrong with him that I can see is that he's missing one of his little pom-poms on the front of him. Other than that, he's in great condition. He doesn't have any rips or tears. He should be... I know the smaller ones are filled with sawdust, but he feels kind of softer, so don't know. But he's in great condition. And he's listed. Then we have... this is something else. The Antique Ring My Nose game. And it's Milton Bradley. And it has all of the pieces and everything inside. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check because I don't want to lie to you. Yes, it does. It has everything in there. And it does have a little bit of damage. We have a little bit of damage on the sides there. A few tears. But other than that, it's in great condition. It displays nicely. But he's got such a face. Look at the face. You know, it's a love-hate relationship with clowns with people. I don't know what it is, but I think, you know, for a while there, I didn't like clowns either when I was growing up because of Poltergeist. That's jaded me against clowns. But then, you know, I ran into some cuties like these guys. This guy right there. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, clowns aren't that bad. They can be nice. So, changed my whole disposition and the way I look at them. I'm not jaded anymore. So, okay. And then we have, Lord, sorry, my camera. We have this, which is a board. It's got a texture to it. It says, keep calm and carry on. Which is basically something that I think it's from Britain, during the war. They had these posted all over the place, and it's just a copy of that. Awesome display piece for your wall. Then I have a couple pennants. This one is Band Festival, Bristol, Tennessee, Virginia, 1958. And this one is pretty big. This one is a souvenir of Hunt Brothers Circus. And, okay, on to another oddity. These I had listed in my shop, and I will go in closer here, which I sold one. I'm going to be mailing that out on Monday, but I have 3 more left. I've dropped the price down to $35. If you want one of these samples that is a retired medical specimen, and it's a brain slice, And the bottles, I guess they're probably about 2 inches tall. And it's $35 plus shipping, which is usually around $6 for shipping. If you want one of these, like I said, there's just 3 left, then you'll have to leave me a comment in the comment section with your like email address or something. That way I can contact you and let you know what you need to do in order to get one. But yeah, I had it listed as zombie food, and I got away with it. And then apparently somebody reported it, and yeah, it got taken down. So can't sell it on Etsy. And let's see. Oh, I wanted to share this with you too, guys. My newest member. Look at him. Isn't he fantastic? He's made in Germany. He's like on a board, but he's big. Look how big he is. I just have him hanging there for right now. But he's a jumping jack, and he's massive. He's a massive fella. But I couldn't believe it when I got him because I thought I didn't pay any attention to the listing. You know, it was one of those situations where I was just like, okay, he's a standard size jumping jack. No, he's not. He is a big dude. He's really big. So I was actually pleasantly surprised. So guys, I was going to show you an update on my memo board and my fireplace mantle, but my mouth, I had a little diarrhea going on there of the mouth, and went a little longer than I wanted to. So what I'm going to do is another video. So I'll do another video and upload another video, separate video for that. And I hope you appreciate all my weird and fun finds and some of the things I'm letting go of. And I hope you had a fabulous week. And hopefully I'll get this next video done and uploaded within a few hours of this video. Keep my fingers crossed because I get distracted quite easily. So, until next time, guys. See you later.